Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the subject computer of class 3rd, chapter number 6, editing text in a Word 2013. You know that the Word is a very popular software that allow you to type and save the stories, letter, poem, etc. In previous class, you have learned some of the basic features of Word 2013. How to start 2013, how to create and save a document, how to open a saved document, how to change the font size, font color of a piece of text. So let's just quickly review about all of them and then we will move further. So open a blank document, create a new document. Then type the text. For example, welcome class 3rd. Now, how to save this document? So click on File menu, click on Save button. A dialog box will appear. From here, you can browse to your computer. In this dialog box, select the drive where you want to save your information. Type the name of your document. For example, report. And click on Save button to save your Word file. Next is if you want to open the existing folder. So again click on File button. From here click on Open. Select the location where you want to open your document. Select that document and click on Open button to open your document. So how to close? To close this document you have to either click on this button, the close button on the right top button, or either you can click on File and click on Close to close your Word document. And in previous session you have learned about how to change or how to format the content by using the font group. For example, to change the font face you can use font face. Second option is to change the font size. For example, 48. So you can make it bold, italic, underline. So these options you have learned in your previous class to work with the font. So in this chapter we will learn about the different new formattings of Word 2013. Next session, part of Word 2013 window. The various parts of the Word 2000 window are, in previous class you came to know about the some of these parts. So let's learn about more of them. So first one is dialog box launcher. The dialog box is a small icon that appear in a sum group. If we click this icon, a dialog box opens related to that group. A dialog box is a new window that pop up. It has the option that you can select as per your choice. For example, if we click on this icon, so it will open the font dialog box. With the help of this, you can apply the various font formattings on your text. Similarly, if you click on this paragraph icon, so here we have paragraph group. So you can apply the different formatting like indentation, spacing, space between the lines, space between the paragraphs. So all the formattings you can done with the help of this dialog box. Next is zoom control. Here we have zoom control. With the help of this you can zoom out. To adjust one or two pages on a one screen, with the help of this button you can increase the zoom and to view the content more closely. The zoom control is used by clicking, holding and dragging the slider. The number to right of the slide bar reflects the zoom percentage. The ribbon display option. Here we have a ribbon which is containing a different commands related to a different tabs. So clicking on the button gives you the option to hide the ribbon, show the ribbon tabs only, show the ribbon tabs and commands. So by clicking on, by this you can close your ribbon. If you want to see it again, then you can click here to view your ribbon. Okay students, now we will learn about editing text. Editing means make the change to your text. Word provides you the tool to edit your text. In some cases, you need to select the text before you can make change. So let's learn how to do it. The text can be selected using the mouse or the keyboard. The selected text gets gray background. So here we have a text. So when we select it, so here it's changed to the gray background. It means this text is selected. First option is selecting text using a mouse. To select the text using a mouse, follow these steps. Number 1, place the cursor to the left of the first character to be selected. Press left key and move the mouse over the text to select it. And stop where you want to stop. For example, I just want to select only welcome word. So I'll stop here and release the left button of your mouse. So with this, you can select a text. You can also use a selection bar to select the text. The selection bar is a space between the two left edge of the page where the text begins. To select mouse section, the word, double click the word. For example, if you want to select this word, so double click on this word. If you want to select a line, click the selection bar to the left of the line. So in this way you can select a multiple paragraph, sentence or entire document by using the mouse. Selecting the text using a keyboard. I'll just open one more document. So here we have more than one paragraphs. So here we have more than one paragraph in a document. So we can use the keyboard or a mouse to select it. So by using a keyboard, how to select? First of all, by using the arrow keys, move your pointer at the starting position from where you want to select. Start your selection of text. Press the shift key. Press the left button to select to the right side. Similarly, press the shift key and press the down side to select the multiple lines. Shift key up button to select upward. Shift key and the left button to select to the left side. If you click on shift and end, it will select to the beginning of front line. If you select home, it will move to the from the cursor point to the first word of your line, means beginning of line. So similarly, you can to be select the current document, shift, control and end button to select all the content till the end of your document from your cursor position. Control A to select the entire document. So here it's a selected whole document by using Control A. Next is inserting text. Sometimes you may want to insert the text is that replace new text between the existing text. You may also want to overtype it, means the old text with the new one. So first, before inserting or overtyping the text, you should always check whether the insert or overtype mode is to be selected on the status bar. Just move to the second document here. So now here we want to insert a new document. Right click on the status bar. So here we have a status bar. Right click on status bar and select overtype or insert. So here we have insert option. So now if we type here, welcome to So here the text is inserted between welcome and class 3. So if you select here overtype, so then this word, so click on a cursor here which the content you want to overlap. For example, now you want to type here the address. So it is overlap your text with the new content. So you have to choose which option you want to use, insert or overlap. Overlap, erase the previous text and replace it with the new one. And if you choose it the insert, then it will insert the text in between the text you have already typed. Next is inserting a blank line. You can also insert a blank line between the two existing lines. So first of all, place the cursor at the end of line, after which you want to insert blank line. For example, after this line I want to insert a blank line here. So place the cursor, press the enter. So you will notice here we have a one more line. Next is deleting a text. You can easily delete a character, a word or a block of text in a word. If you wish to delete a character, position the cursor to the left of the character is to be deleted. For example, I want to delete welcome word and press delete. Second, place the cursor to the right side of the word and use backspace from your keyboard. Or either you can select the word and press delete button to delete it. So in this way you can delete the content from your Word document. Okay, type again your content. Next is undo and repeat command. The undo command is used to reverse the last command. To reverse the last command, click the undo button on quick access toolbar. As long there is nothing to redo, the redo command will show up as the repeat command. The function of repeat command is to repeat the last thing you wish you did in Word. So when you undo an action, the repeat commands change to the redo. The redo command is used to reverse the undo action. So now let's learn. For example, if we delete this welcome word, now I want the welcome word back. So no need to type it again. You can use undo option to do it again or to repeat your previous step. So the deleted word comes again by using undo option. So if you want to repeat this delete option again, then you can use redo option. So it will perform the previous action again. So in this way you can use redo and undo options, or either you can perform it by using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl plus Z for undo and Ctrl plus Y for redo. Let's undo again to get our content back. Next is copy and moving text. To copy the text from one place to another, you can use copy and paste command. The copy command creates the duplicate of the selected text. The paste command pastes the text copied at the position where the cursor is placed. Let's learn how to perform copy command. Select the word which you want to create a duplicate or repeat again. For example, I selected this word. Just change the font size back to normal. So select this word. Use copy command on a home tab under the group clipboard. Click on copy. Now place your cursor where you want to paste it. Click on home button under the clipboard. Select paste command to paste it. So here you have created 3 times the same line again and again. So no need to type the same content again. If you want in your document, you can use copy command to make it duplicate of the same content. Second is move command. The cut and paste command can be used to move the text from one place to another. The cut command deletes the selected text from its original position. The paste command then places the text at the position where the cursor is placed. For example, now we want to cut this word line from here. So use the cut command under the home tab. Click on clipboard. Select cut command. So it deletes the content from its original position. Now place the cursor where you want to paste it. For example, here. So click on paste button. So now it's moved from here to here in your document. So in this way you can use the cut command to move your text. Copy command is to create the duplicate of the same content. So this is all about the today's session. So in today's session we have learned about editing to make the change to the text, insert, add the text to an already existing document, undo, reverse the last command, redo, reverse the undo command, repeat, carry out the last command once more, move command, move the text from one position in a document to another, copy command to create the duplicate of the text, leaving the original text unchanged. Okay students, now you have to perform the exercise part on your book and the question answers and the application based question answers on your notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day.